I do not, but if you give a...
The quarter code is the quarter code is packing rice cake into a cylinder.
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and online. Just search for that name.
We'll holler at you.
Okay.
One has 18. Maybe the five. Oh, so that one is 4 rice cakes.
No, four, expression 4R is the height of that cake.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
And this 1/2 is the height of the rice cake. I see you're thinking about it. Let me ask you something. What do you think we need to do?
How much one rice? Wait, we know how much one rice cake, the value of one rice cake is. And then
So how many rice cakes you fit in 132 cans?
And no, there's rice cakes. The question is asking,
how many cans?
How many cans does it need?
Okay, so 430.
Hold on, I got you right now.
It's D. Is it D?
I don't even know the answer, so we can figure out right now.
Or you should divide the 432 by the 18. I said D. Because I divided 432 by 18.
Why?
Because you know how much each rice cake is, right? Then you have 432. So divide to see how many will fit in the can. You gotta divide the rice cake by.
Think about what you said. Okay, when you say we already know the value of the rice cake, what do you mean by that?
Like how much it weigh? I guess?
How much it?
Weigh, I guess.
That's not what
Well-
volume is. What is volume?
How big?
In one sense, yeah, but it's too broad. It's not good enough. I mean, I weigh 165 pounds. That's how big I am, too. That's not what volume is. 122. Solamente de español. Sí, tres.
No son 3. Ah, pues son 6. No son 3.
We gonna get this shit together.
I
Look.
feel like
We can do it all
Look,
together.
we gonna get this shit together. Look, right? 8 fit in one of these. 8 rice cakes fit in one of those. That's a fact. Right or wrong?
But how many
How do you know
cans?
How do I know that? Because I have one and then it's like radius. So half, and then I said 2, 4, 6, 8.
Okay, so this half is the height of the fucking cake.
Right.
It's the height of the cake.
Okay.
But since I was going to answer your question about what volume is, we're trying to put this cake in the can.
Right.
Right, that's what volume
And
is.
8 of them fit in that can.
Well, you need to know the volume of the can to know that.
That's the volume right there.
That's not the volume, that's the height of the can. The expression of the height is 4R. You still need to know the volume of the can.
So if a rice cake is a half.
Again, it's the height, it's how tall
Okay.
it is.
Half
Okay.
of the can. Like,
It's not half of the can, it's just one half.
Hold on.
Maybe I'll do this one.
yeah, you
It's making me
confused
sweat.
now.
I think it's 24.
I'm still sticking with 8. 8 of those can fit in one can.
So we know the
We
height,
need to know the what? The volume of this?
the volume of the can. In order to get the volume of the can, we need to know the
the-
value
the-
R, the radius of the can and the cake itself. To get the radius of the can, we need to know the formula for the formula of the volume of the cake. Let me give you that.
So can we divide the 4 that's right there by the 15 centimeters?
But why would you do that? If you're gonna do that, you gotta be able to explain why you're doing it. Why just this 4? I mean, it would make sense. Why just this 4? The expression is 4R. You're leaving out the R. Why? volume
Pi.
of a cylinder. Pi r. That's how you get the volume of any can. So we know the volume of the pump. I mean, say rice can, which is a can. It's just a very short looking can. Okay. So we know that this V has to be 18. 18. 18. So what we're missing is the radius.
What if we subtract it by that? Pi
Alright, so-
or
We wouldn't subtract because of what this expression says. Pi r squared height is saying pi
Alright, so-
times r
So
squared.
what's
so we
the
multiply.
so what's the radius of the can?
You got to figure that out. We're going to figure that out right now. So if 18 pi is the volume of the rice cake, and we know that the height of the rice cake is 0.5, or 1/2, let's replace h with 0.5.
Okay, okay.
18 pi r squared times 0.5. Because pi is on both sides, that's where you would divide both sides.
Okay, by 18.
No, by the pi. By itself.
Okay, okay.
Don't get rid of it.
So no, it's 18R.
So we want to multiply by 1/2, which means to get rid of it, we have to
Put it by itself.
half.
By dividing. Right?
Divide. So what's 18 divided by?
18 divided by half. No.
That's divided by 2. Now, we're not divided by 2, we're divided by half. It's right.
36?
Right, it's 36. 36 equals r squared. Now we're getting close. We want r, but we have to get rid of that power of 2. So we have to do the opposite of that to get rid of it. Subtraction is the opposite of.
Wait. Add it.
We want the opposite of square is the power of 2. What is that? Not different. That's not
killing it right
multiplying.
now,
It's a
yo.
lot. This problem's a lot.
Oh, that's
Okay.
root square.
That's right. The root. So just say the root. That's right.
Yeah.
Square root
Square root.
specific. That's right. So square root that, square root that. So r would be equal. What's the square root of 36?
6.
Now we know the radius. It's 6. And because the cake fits into the can, the radius of the cake has to be the same as the radius of the can, otherwise it won't fit.
Right.
Okay? So now we can figure this part out. Because we know r, we just figured it out.
It's 6.
Let's replace it right here. So 4 times 6 is that.
4 times 6 is, hold on. That's 12, 24.
Oh, so the height of the can is 24. We still want the volume of the can, though. We still
Yeah.
know that. Here's our formula for volume. So now we're going to replace the height and the radius in that. So, E equals pi. R is 6.
It's 6, and then
Square. And
the
the height
H
is.
is 24, 7.
We're doing that. So 6 squared is. That's times 2. 6 squared is 6 times 6.
That's 36.
Okay. So 36 times 24.
36 times 24.
That's the, yeah.
864.
You know that's calculator?
Yeah.
864. And don't forget the pump. That's the pump. So far so good?
Yeah.
So now we know the volume of the can is 864 centimeters. Now we know that we have 432 rice cakes to put into cans. So if one can has this much,
We divide it. So 864 divided by 24?
not 24,
Or 432?
That's a half a can.
right? Not half,
That's 2.
2.
Okay. So
Oh. So when you divide those two numbers, you got
2. I think you got divided by the
164.
18. Yeah, divided by 18.
Sorry, wrong number divided.
cans. So if you have 438 rice cans divided, 32 divided by 40, it's 9. B. Oh, I'm stressed out.
Well, if you ran the Quaker Company, this is what you had to be doing. And you guys can run the Quaker Company or your own
I mean,
rice
I
cake
feel like
company.
it's an easier way to do that though. Like, why?
Yeah,